Hello everybody, welcome to IT Skills channel. My name is Aiden and today we have an exciting video for you, and that is the Surface Pro 9. This Surface Pro 9 is very nice. I have all the bells and whistles and I cannot wait to show you what we can do with the Surface. It's very almost spec'd out Surface, and you can see here very nice sleek in the back and the front, but we're going to go deep dive into it. Without further ado, let's get started. So before we get started, here is the thing you need to know about the Surface Pro 9. The Surface Pro 9 is actually one of the best surfaces that Microsoft have made. It comes with a lot of nice, sleek, features, and we're gonna take a look at it. So first of all, the Surface Pro 9, looking at it, immediately impresses me because you can see the screen to display ratio is really great. Microsoft did not leave a lot of things out there, and it's really super sleek. It feels like one of the most premium surfaces that you can get. I know I use that premium word a lot, but this really truly feels like premium for what it feels like. Look at this, so just smooth. And then on top of that, the Surface Pro 9 display is actually one of the best displays you can get in a tablet/laptop. You get the 13-inch Pixel Sense Flow Play with a resolution of 2880 times 1920 with 120 megahertz refresh rate. This is really amazing, and you get a nice thin bezel. The bezels are extremely thin. You don't feel like you are using a Surface. It feels more like something you will see from Apple, and if I'm being honest, but it's really nice. So let's open it up right now. Immediately you can see over here that the quality of the Surface Pro 9 shines immediately, and I have a blank display screen just to give you guys a picture of what you can see with the specs wise. Some of you may see the specs already, and we can cover this in more detail later on. You can see here the kickstand have two notches, those two nods only, nothing else. And the back of it, of the Surface Pro 9, you can see you have those two. So you're dealing with a revolutionary type cover over here. But before we go, too detail on everything else that this thing can offer for us, let's go ahead and actually explore more about the hardware over here. So the hardware is actually very interesting. The hardware and performance is very interesting. You can already see over here, my product is Surface Pro 9, and those are my IP information. And then you also got your MAC address. I just used PG Info to show this, but you can see I'm running Windows 11 for business, and you can see I'm already running 16 gig of memory. So that's a kind of sneak peek preview of the specs. But if I open the File Explorer, just go to the system info, you can see more about it. So you can see here, this is the name of it. We're running the 12th gen Intel Core i5 with 2.50 gigahertz speed, 16 gig of memory. So we're definitely doing a lot better. And then obviously with the memory option, you got a different storage option as well. So with the storage, we're going to take a look at it real quick in here. So we got 16 gig of memory, 12th gen processor, i5. Now if we come over here to the storage, we're only rocking with 250 gigabyte of storage. Not much at all, but you can get an option where it comes with a 512, 1 terabyte, or you can get an option that runs with the i5, i7 up to 22 gigabyte of memory on 1 terabyte. So you get a lot of ways to get this done, but this Surface is designed for premium workload. In this case, you can run with the likes of Adobe CC, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Acrobat, you name it, all the Adobe features, it will work just fine with this Surface because it is beefy enough. Even though this is not the highest specs you can get, you still can run those programs, no problem. It's really amazing. And the other thing about the Surface that we're gonna need to talk about is the graphic. It currently has integrated graphics right now with Intel Iris Xe graphic, which delivers a decent performance for somebody who's a casual gamer, not pro gamer. If you're a pro gamer, you need a desktop, custom built desktop for you, so you can utilize it the best as possible. So that's what we got going on so far. And let me scoot this back a little bit. So this is so far how nice it looks. And then as far as the experience wise, you can see here we're running Windows 11, and I happen to have a pen which I'm gonna grab real quick. It's actually over here. This thing can give you the bells and whistle. You can do a touchscreen, or you can use your touchpad, or you can use your finger, or in this case, you can use your pen as well. So it really is amazing. And the pen, because it's a Surface, it just knows how to talk to it. I never tried to use the pen on this device before, and it just works. It's easy as possible, and in fact, it already knows what to do on it. So it's not something you have to struggle for it. And so the other thing about it is I'm gonna try to stand it up just a little bit right now. It's kind of a little bit down, and you can see over here the experience is great. But before we get too deep on the experience, we need to talk about the ports and connectivity. And so let's take a look at that for real. So right now on the Surface, you got two USB-C port. That's what you got going on right now. Those are really nice, and it's kind of different. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there are two USB-C right here. There's one here, and there's another one here. You got two USB-C, and then more lighting, so you guys can see this. So you got two USB-C, and you can see the USB-C one over here, with the other one over here, and you do actually also have another port on the other side. You have the traditional Surface, if you will, the traditional Surface charging port over here, and this would fit any Surface, whether you have the Surface Go, or the Surface Laptop, or the Surface Book, or the Surface Studio, you name it, you will fit everything. And then you also got your volume button and the power button over here. So obviously mine, you can see here, it's a little bit dirty, I have to say, and this is mainly because I had it sitting around. So I'm gonna close this to show you the volume button, and then the volume button is right here. So you got your power button right here, volume button right there. So that's what you got. And then obviously we're gonna need to talk about the type cover. It feels a lot premium, and so you can do all the bells and whistles that you wanted to do with. So you definitely are not missing out anything on that. The other thing that you have with the Surface Pro 9 is that you have this. If you go to device and drivers, which I'm gonna go here, you can see that you have all the drivers just works. It's just, you don't have to do anything with it. It knows this is the Microsoft operating system, and it knows that you don't need to hunt for which drivers to get, because this is made by the same company that makes the operating system. So that gives you a little bit of a flexibility and familiarity feel. If you used any Surface in the past, this will not feel like anything new, or it will feel new obviously, but it will not feel like you're out of the place. You'll feel like you're right in line with what you gotta do. And you can see here is a graphic. We got the Intel Iris Xe graphic driver, which you can use to play games, not crazy games, just light games. The pen, obviously, we're talking about it. It's really nice feature. It gives the Surface the quality it deserves. In this case, the Surface, you won't feel like you are dealing with low quality. And as far as battery life, the Surface is actually comes with one of the best battery life out there. Microsoft claims it comes with about 15.5 hours of typical usage, but some test people get around 12 hours of battery life. 12 hours for any device in the modern era is great, but you get that in here. And again, like we talked about earlier, with the connectivity options you got and the ports, you got the two Type-C ports, two of them over here, like I said. And then you also got the Surface Universal charging port over here. So you got that. And other than that, you got the USB Type-C is called Thunderbolt 4. That's what it's called. It's a game changer because you can actually do a lot with it. And I don't think you got anything else here. You don't got a headphone jack or anything like that. But with this more to this Surface than just that, you got your nice in the back. If you look at it here, You got your camera over there, and then you also got your storage size telling you over here. This one came with the two. Actually, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. Let me try to close it down so you can take a look. So over here in the back of the Surface, you got removable SSD over here, which is really nice for when you're trying to upgrade your storage. Instead, in this case, if you don't want the 256, you want to get it more than that, you could definitely do that. And so this is where you remove that. And here's your serial number, the kickstand. You all know the kickstand and the Windows logo. This is the black version of it. So really, really nice. And yeah, let's go ahead and try to use this now. So just typical usage. So most people, when they get the Surface, they want to go to the web browser, maybe try to surf the web. I'm just going to go to one of my favorite websites, which is checking on what's going on in the world of soccer. I go to that a lot, and so you can see here web browsing is with ease. Everything wants you to accept cookies now, so we can just say essential cookies, and then you can take a look at it. Ultimately, everything how the setup is, you can go ahead browse to it just like that. And the other thing that this Surface is meant for is actually for productivity. So if you go ahead and just look for whiteboard, in this case I got the sticky key here, window whiteboard, that's what we're looking for. I have to go to the store actually to get the whiteboard, so let's go ahead to the Windows Store. We're gonna search for whiteboard. Here it is. We don't have it, we're gonna get that. And so we're gonna install whiteboard here. You can see it's downloading, it's acquiring license. Once the download is finished, then we can utilize the pen and try to write on the screen and see how we can use this in real world scenario, because this thing is very powerful. It's only right that you actually start to use the feature it got. The features is great, and you want to use that. If I had a game up, I would probably also try to do that, but I don't have any game handy right now. And you can see the download is doing a great wonder. So it's already done installing that just like that. This is a whiteboard, but you can do that with any application. Obviously here is my whiteboard, and I'm just gonna go ahead and collaborate on this one. Just say hi, welcome. It feels like I am not writing on a surface. It feels like I'm writing on natural paper and pen. So just like that, I can annotate it, and I can also go ahead draw on it. This is my art skills. Don't judge me, but I'm gonna be able to draw just like that. Great for artists, creativity. I'm gonna just draw something real quick. This is something I acquired back in the days when I was in high school. I didn't master it, but I used to draw from time to time. So this is just something I make up, doodling. And then obviously you can go ahead make shapes easily, and sometimes you can actually enable the shapes to automatically correct it for you. And go to the whiteboard settings. You can go ahead, enhance ink to shape. You can turn that on, and now you can just go ahead. If I try to draw something like this, it should be good. There you go, and there you go. And you see here, we got here. And then we got here, what else? Obviously, you get the idea. The Surface is great for this. If you want to erase something, you just simply turn the pen upside around. The closer you get to the pen, the bigger the eraser gets, so you can get rid of it quickly, just like that. Amazing device. Definitely, you have to use it. If you're gonna get a Surface, you have to get the pen. Now, before we end this video, we're gonna need to talk about the accessibility that you can get with it. The keyboard does not come with this, so you have to get the keyboard on its own. In fact, when you get this Surface shipped to you or you order it, all you're gonna get is this. All you are getting is this. That's it. You're not getting the keyboard, and you're not getting the pen. This too, you have to buy it, and it could run you anywhere from 300 to 500, depending on what kind of pen you like. You're trying to get it. So definitely something to consider when you're trying to get a Surface. And then the other thing that you need to get if you get a Surface is get a screen protector. You want to make sure that you are not going to destroy this expensive device. nice expensive device. And then obviously the price point, this starts about $999. And in fact, let's take a look at what the web say. Let's take a look at Microsoft. So if you go to Microsoft right now and let's try to type it in, Pro 9 i5, but you try to go at least to Best Buy or somewhere else. So if you go to Best Buy right now, this thing can run you, and it's actually not available in Best Buy right now, but this is exactly the model you have. You can run anywhere from $930 if there's a clearance going on. And so definitely something that you would basically have to consider. This is Pro 8, Pro 8, since here it is, Surface Pro 9 on Microsoft site. So here it is, you're getting somewhere along like that. And if you build a device, you're looking to see how much this will run you. So if you get the i5 version, you're looking about that, 1,119 euros. If you do here, I believe euros or pound, I'm not sure. And then you got this one, i7, 1,500. So definitely, and it's out of stock, obviously. So, but you definitely configure it like that. But amazing device. Yes, that's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. I know this is a longer video, but I hope you get a good insight of it before you buy. All right, guys, that's all I got today on the video about Surface Pro 9. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you like this type of video, please like and subscribe. It will help us greatly. We have plenty more Surface to review, and I cannot wait to upload them as long as you are liking them. Thank you. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.